Hey guys, it's Rachel back for another Fit Friday. Hope y'all had a nice weekend and week. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna stretch it out. So we're gonna start with our arms. So you're gonna take your right arm, so stick your right arm in the air, and then you're gonna put it across your chest, and you're gonna bring your other arm up and you're gonna stretch it all the way out and feel it in your shoulder. Separate your feet a little bit to get your balance. And you're gonna hold this for 10 seconds and you're gonna count with me. So we're gonna go ahead and start. So together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stretch it out, roll your shoulders. Next thing you're gonna do is we're gonna do the other arm. So you're gonna stick your left arm in the air, pull it across your chest. Other arm's gonna come across, give it a good stretch, and then we're gonna count together up to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stretch it out. Next thing we're gonna do is you're gonna put your feet together and you're gonna stretch your arms all the way to your feet with keeping your legs nice and straight all the way to your toes. And we're gonna count together to 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shake out your legs. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do some arm circles. So you're gonna hold your arms out and you're gonna make big sweeping motions just like this. Like you're making big circles with your arm, and we're gonna do this 10 times together. So we're gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shake it out. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna pull our leg. We're gonna pull our foot up to the back of our leg. You're gonna grab your balance and we're gonna count to 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put your foot down, shake it out. And what we do on one side, we have to do on the other side. So we're gonna grab our left leg now. Pull your foot up to the back of your leg. Hold that, find your balance. We're gonna count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shake it out. Next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna separate your legs. Pull your arms straight out in front of you, and then you're gonna reach all the way behind your feet. You're gonna touch the ground, and you're gonna hold that for 10 seconds. You're gonna count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come back up, shake it out. Last exercise we're gonna do, we're gonna get down on the ground. Make sure you have some room around you. You're gonna put your feet together in a butterfly position. Make sure you bring in your feet close enough to your stomach so you feel a good stretch. Then you're gonna hold that for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come back up. Make sure your body's stretched out. Go ahead and do a couple twists. Make sure your back's nice and flexible. You're gonna reach all the way up to the sky, and then you're gonna come back down. One more time, reach all the way up to the sky, and then you're gonna come back down. And then the next thing we're gonna do is you're gonna need a balloon. So make sure you go find a balloon or a small ball, and then we'll get started with the next activity. All right, guys, so hopefully by now you have a balloon or any type of small ball that does not weigh a lot. So you wanna make sure you have 6 feet where you can move around in this free space, or the ball can move where you're not gonna knock anything over or break anything. So once you have the balloon, we're gonna work on a couple things. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna hit the balloon up in the air. You're just gonna work on maintaining the balloon in the air. And you're gonna see how many times you can get without letting the balloon drop the ground. So this is good on working with your hand movements, hand-eye coordination. You can use both hands, just like this. You can go back and forth like this, make it a little bit harder. And you're gonna do that until it hits the ground or until you reach 2 minutes. So if you set a clock, set it for 2 minutes, and you can just hit it up in the air and work on your hand-eye coordination. So once you're done with that, you're gonna stop, and then we're gonna move to our legs. All right, so the next one we're gonna do with the balloon is we're gonna do our knees and our upper leg. So the first thing we're gonna do is you're gonna place the balloon out in front of you just like this, and you bring your knee up, and you're just gonna hit it just like this. Just like that. You're gonna bring your knee up, and you're just gonna hit the balloon. Now this is a lot harder than your arms because you're bringing your knees up and you're remaining on one foot for balance. So this is great to work with your balance and your coordination. So just like this, you can use one knee or you can use 2 knees. So 1, 2, 1, 2. And you're gonna do that as many times as you can without the balloon hitting the ground, or you can set a timer for 2 minutes if you're getting good. All right, so the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna use our feet. So this one's a little bit harder too because it's so close near the ground, it's hard not to let it drop and hit the ground. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna pick your foot up just like this, and you're gonna see it makes like an L shape. So once you have it in the L shape, you're gonna place the balloon there, and you're just gonna hit it just like this. You're just gonna keep the L shape, and you're just gonna keep tapping it. You can use both feet. If you wanna get good, if you wanna do a little bit faster, you can jump, jump, and hit it with the balloon. And you can either do that for 2 minutes without it hitting the ground or until it hits the ground. All right, and if you wanna make it a little bit harder, the next thing we're gonna do, so you're gonna set a timer for 3 minutes this time, or however long you can go without it hitting the ground. But this time you're gonna use all 3 places that I told you to use. So you can use your hand, knee, and foot, but you can't use your foot 2 times. So you can't go foot, foot. You gotta at least go knee, or foot, or arm, and then back to toe. You can't use the same body place twice. You have to keep going in a different sequence. All right, guys, so once you're done with the balloon activity, you're gonna do the same thing we did for a warm-up. So you're gonna stretch all your muscles out before you're done with the activities. You wanna go ahead and give your arms a good stretch, legs a good stretch, and just run through the sequence that we did for the warm-up again. And if you wanna get your blood rushing, you can do a couple running in places, some jumping jacks that we've learned over the past. But just remember to keep active during this COVID pandemic and just try to have fun with all the exercise that you do. And I'll see you next week.